Alrighty, guys. So what do we think about our story? That was a pretty good story. So we talked a little bit about in the beginning when we were taking our picture walk about differences and acceptance. We're going to talk a little bit more about it now. I want to ask you guys, we noticed about the characters how they were all a little different, right? Like, we noticed how sometimes their hair color is different. Sometimes even their hair texture is different, which texture is how it feels. Or, sometimes people have curly hair or straight hair. So that's our difference in skin color. And then our difference in frame, like the book was saying. So we were talking about how we all have these differences. But I have a question for you guys. Do you remember how the characters treated each other? Were they mean to each other? No, I don't think so. Were they kind to each other? Yeah, I definitely think so. Let's go back to this one page here. Look, they were being very kind. She fell down and they were helping her. And let's see. Being very kind here. They're playing joke rope with one another. So do you think it matters to any of the characters in the books that they have these differences? No, I don't think so. I don't think it really matters at all, They're friends with each other. They treat each other all the same, right? So what we need to do is we notice that we have differences, and we celebrate those differences. I think it's super cool that some people have straight hair, some people have curly hair. The world would be pretty boring if everyone looked the same, huh? Yeah, I think so. My best friend has pink hair. You know how cool that is? And if everyone looked the same, she wouldn't get to have pink hair. And that would be pretty boring if you ask me. So I think that it's super cool that we have all these differences. And we need to celebrate these differences. So we need to say, oh my goodness, I love your curly hair. It's so cool. Oh my goodness, I love your pink hair. We need to compliment, say, I love the way you look in that dress today, which just be super nice. And we need to give everyone the same chance to be our friends. And we need to notice that everyone's a little different, but it really doesn't matter, We need to accept everybody. That's that big word. So accepting means knowing people, knowing everything about them, and still choosing to love them and be their friend. And we take the differences and we celebrate them and we still love them. So that was a super cool lesson that I Am Enough teaches us. So it teaches us that everyone's a little different, everyone's a little unique, but it's really cool and the world would be boring without everyone's uniqueness. And it teaches us that no matter how different we all can be friends, and we all need to treat each other equally with respect. It's a big word. And love and care about everyone, no matter their differences. So that was a super cool lesson. And then we also talked about, does anyone remember what word we were learning today? Simile, yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what a simile is. So a simile is a way to compare, we talked about that big word compare, to things that are similar by using like or as. So we saw in our book that they use the word like to compare things. So they used the word like to compare wind pushing and pulling, a rope pulling, rain and pouring. And the whole book kind of, is her comparing herself to all of these different things. So she's saying she's like the wind because she pushes. She's like a rope because she pulls. So this whole book is our main character using similes to describe herself and to compare herself to a whole bunch of these different things. So we're going to use this book as an example for our little activity today. So does anyone have a reason why we would use similes? Did you guys like hearing the story with similes? Yeah, it kind of made it cool, right? It made it interesting to listen to. So we use similes to make our writing better and to make it a little bit more fun to read. and they're fun to use. So we looked back in our story and we looked at some of our examples. Now that we know kind of what a simile is, we're going to be doing a little fun writing activity today. So today we are going to write a piece using similes to describe ourselves, kind of like the main character in the book did. So first, I want you guys to help me write my piece. So now remember, I forget. What 2 words do we use for similes? Like and as. Very cool. All right. So let's grab our paper and let's start off by maybe describing my hair. So what color is my hair? Brown. Okay, very cool. That's kind of a boring color, and it's kind of boring just to say Mr. Bach has brown hair. So what can we compare my hair to that'll kind of make it a little more jazzy, a little more fun to say? So let's think. What are some things that are brown? Brown's kind of a funny color. Mud is brown. Chocolate is brown. That's a good one. How about we say, my hair is as brown as chocolate. All right, always forget our period. Remember our period at the end of the sentence? So look, we use our word as to compare. So we compared the color of my hair to chocolate, because they're kind of similar. They both have the color brown. So my hair is as brown as chocolate. What else do you think we should describe? I know. You guys might not think so, but I think I'm pretty funny. So we can say, I am funny like a... What's something that's funny? What do you guys think of when you think of funny? A clown. Oh, I like that. I am funny like a clown. Awesome. So we have, my hair is as brown as chocolate. I am funny like a clown. What else? Let's try one more. See, what do you guys want to describe? Am I tall or am I short? I'm pretty tall. So what's something that's super tall? What do you think? A skyscraper. Oh, I like that. So let's say I am as tall as a skyscraper. Very good. All right, so we have our 3 sentences. We have, my hair is as brown as chocolate. I'm funny like a clown. I am as tall as a skyscraper. So we have examples. We used our as and we used our like to compare me to things that we kind of found similar. So now it's going to be your guys' turn. We're going to try, what do we think? Do you think we can write maybe 5 sentences? What do you think? We'll write 5 or more if you feel like it. It's just going to be a little activity. So we'll write 5 sentences, and then I want you guys to draw a picture first of yourself. Make sure you get your hair color, make sure you get your eyes, make sure you get how tall you are, draw a really nice picture. And then you guys can write some similes, and we'll practice some similes. I'll be around to help you guys see how you're doing. And remember, we're all different. Let's celebrate those differences and let's describe them in super cool ways. And I have here on the board the 2 words that you need to use, your like or as, your as. And if you guys have any questions, raise your hand and I'll be around to help. All right, have fun, guys.